How's it going, guys? Peep's Sephiroth Sword here, and I've complained about this in the last video, but I'm gonna complain about it again. Why does literally everything have to be a subscription service nowadays? Or, you know what, here's the bigger picture. Why does everything have to be monetized nowadays? Like, I feel like especially living in the United States, like, every little thing you do, someone's asking for money in some way, shape, or form. Like, my biggest pet peeve is probably, you know, trying to buy shoes, right? If you're not into sneaker culture, let's say there's like a really nice pair of Jordans you want to get, right? Well, you can't just walk into a store and buy them. Nowadays, the only way to buy a nice pair of Jordans is if someone's upcharging you on a third-party market. Like, it is almost impossible to buy a nice pair of Jordans for retail price anymore. Oh, these are actually really nice. Hold up one second. Let's see. My size is this. Okay, well, that's not horrible. The sneaker market was way worse back then, but honestly, this isn't horrible. I could work with this. You get what I'm trying to say, though. You get the point I'm trying to get across. And this is exactly why this YouTube channel specifically got some insane heat this week. So here's the drama. But before we do that, make sure you like and subscribe. And if we hit 28,000 subscribers by the end of next week, then I will drink a Monster Energy. It is literally the craziest thing you will ever witness, so stay tuned for that. You guys do not want to miss out on this. Alright, so let's get right back into it. So, Watcher, which, if I'm being honest, these guys look familiar. I never actually watched these guys. Did these guys work for BuzzFeed at some point? Post-editing Peep is awesome. Please let me know if these guys worked for BuzzFeed at some point. So if you don't know who these guys are, they mainly make videos on, like, conspiracy theories and just anomalies in general. Like, this looks like it's about the Loch Ness Monster, the deranged arsonist who filmed their own crime. These honestly look interesting, like I would not mind watching this. But just like any other modern day YouTube channel, they decide to quit for some reason. Now a lot of the times it's a valid reason for why a YouTuber quits. Like MatPat quit YouTube because he just wanted to spend more time with his family, which you can't really complain about that. And then there's creators like Captain Sparkles who just lost motivation to work on this channel. They'd much rather just become a streamer rather than content creation, which honestly you can't complain too much about. Like, they're just doing their own thing. But why did the Watcher quit? Because yesterday they dropped this video. Goodbye, YouTube. Now let's make some educated guess here. Why do you guys think they're quitting YouTube? Could it be that they're just not friends anymore? Do you think they ran out of ideas? Or maybe they're just pulling a MatPat and they just want to spend more time with their family. It's a lot more than that. Here, let's check this out. You know what, wait, before we even watch this here, you know what this reminds me of here? I'm about to pull a Pyrocynical and can't watch a video or a movie without referencing a meme.
Whatever you think of the Teletubbies, there's no denying the impact they had on the visual media. It all started at the beginning.
Oh god, they're literally pulling one of these, bro. Jesus Christ. Alright, sorry, back to it.
As sad as it is to say goodbye to YouTube, it's the right thing to do.
If this is my last time on YouTube, then baby, what a life I've lived here on this platform.
I grew up on YouTube. All of my heroes were on YouTube. I learned how to be a human on YouTube. Taking a step away from it, it's just tough because I've always really loved and cared about the YouTube community, so it's hard to leave.
Alright, so this is getting very emotional here. This must be serious. But we still have yet to find out why they're quitting YouTube. Here, we'll get to it.
When we're shooting in the studio, we have to pay for the studio to shoot the actual episode in. Then we have to pay for post. Before that, we also have to do the pre-production of the episode. And when you add that all up, we're talking about an end of a season that costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm not sitting here complaining that is the bed we've made. Everyone has different missions they're marching towards on YouTube. Ours was to make a television show. And, you know, over time, you start to realize, like, hey, maybe television shows aren't meant for YouTube. Perhaps we should find a different place that's better suited to the content that we're making and can support the dollar amount that we're putting into each of these episodes so that we're not constantly running around trying to find sources of revenue to support the model.
All that being said, we have realized that it would be great if we could find a way to rely less on advertising, not make it such a big part of our business. And so we've been working over the past few months and years, like, how can we make this business more sustainable? How can we make something where we can make the things that we want to make for all of you guys and not be worried about all the other forces that are here? In terms of where this company is going and where I believe that we can be the most successful, YouTube is no longer the place for that.
To our very own independent streaming service, Watcher. Watcher is an ad-free, independent streaming service dedicated to providing you guys the television caliber content that you know and love. But you're probably wondering, how is it going to be different than the YouTube experience?
The new streamer, I think, is a place that reflects what our content is. High quality series in season form, beautifully organized, ad-free. It's what we were destined to be.
So they're quitting YouTube to put their content behind a paywall. That's literally like you don't want to hit up like Netflix or something. You didn't want to hit up Hulu. I feel like there's still decent money in signing a contract with them. On top of that, you guys already have a very big following. I don't think it could be that hard to at least attempt to hit up a huge subscription service already. And this is where the controversy kicks in. In case you couldn't tell, these guys got a little ratioed. I seriously need to install like a dislike counter. To anyone who watched this video, can you guys please tell me what the dislike counter is, or like what it says? I think this is actually like one of the worst attempts to monetize your YouTube videos. It's not even about like getting underpaid at this point. Okay, well, they probably do get underpaid because they just admitted they spend hundreds of thousands of dollars for their YouTube videos. Okay, well, number one, it's YouTube. Obviously, they're not going to cover all of that. Number two, you guys sort of got yourself in this mess. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Unfortunately, you guys just had way too high of a budget for YouTube videos. Like, and now you want me to pay for that? Like, no offense, no. I don't think anyone's doing this. Most liked comment is, did I just get laid off as a Watcher fan? Yeah, sure, I'll pay $6 a month so a guy with a Tesla can fly around the world and eat gold while it's hard for me to buy groceries. This is so tone deaf and disappointing. You're going to alienate the majority of your audience that got you to this level of success in the first place. Okay, am I going insane, or are these guys the $6 steak versus $1,000 steak like BuzzFeed guys? Here, I gotta look this up. But yeah, in case it wasn't obvious, nobody supports this. Like, if you genuinely think you belong on TV, please go hit up like other subscription services. Go hit up an actual TV channel. Don't put your videos behind a paywall thinking people are going to buy it. And the one thing that's genuinely confusing is that they are uploading content that's already available for free on their YouTube channel. Why would I pay money for this? This is literally for free on YouTube. Here, let's subscribe real quick. Let's subscribe. $60 a year. That is... gift this subscription. Yeah, I don't think anyone's doing this. I feel like this page is gonna be collecting dust in the next couple months. Nobody's touching this shit. Yeah, in general, there are just so many better ways of monetizing yourself. Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. But I think everyone is against this. This is really stupid. These guys set too high of a budget for their YouTube channel, and they're surprised that they can't pay it off. Like, I'm sorry, like, I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, what do you guys think about this? I'm gonna go now, so see y'all.